My mom says that I act like a Japanese person because of all the rice I eat and the anime I watch.
This is absolutely sugoi.
Hello friends, Trace Amounts of Science. Today we're getting into r/JustNeckbeardThings and taking a look at some neckbeards that are just unlucky in love. I guess that's what it is. It couldn't be their personality, nope, just unlucky. Let's see how it goes. From r/Am I Wrong? Am I wrong for canceling my order at this coffee shop? Seems innocuous enough, but there's subtext. You'll see. I was at this coffee shop, and the cashier was really pretty. She had a cool anime tattoo also. Oh, Lord. I was gonna get some coffee and a donut, and I said, hey, I like your tattoo. What's your favorite character from that anime? And she just kept a straight face. And then she said, how can I help you? I then said, I really like anime too, and I just wanted to see what shows and characters you liked. She still showed no emotions, and was like, sir, do you want anything? Yes, he wants your phone number. He wants to make a human connection, but this is neither the time nor the place.
Can I have your number? Could I have it? Could I have it? Can I please receive the secret code?
And you might even have to come to grips with the fact that you're simply not the person.
I just said, actually I did, but you made me change my mind, bye. And I walked away. I didn't want coffee anymore after that. I was just trying to be nice and get to know her, and she was acting like that?
Yes, because she's employed to do a job. She's forced to be in this place and interact with you, and you've decided to take advantage of that. Are you wrong? No. You're free to take your business anywhere you like. But I'm sure that girl is really grateful if you decide to permanently go elsewhere. One of my Twitch subs got me a Tesla! Whoa! Not really, that's what it says in the post. And then Dinosaur says, just spent $70,000 just to be called one of my Twitch subs. I'm never gifting anything again. I don't think Dinosaur was the one that actually gifted it, but yeah, that hurts real bad. I seen the same post with like a bunch of graphics cards. I don't understand why people do these things, but the parasocial relationship is strong. I guess this is as good a place as any to announce that yes, I finally opened a public mailbox where you can send things. That address is listed on the screen right now. If you ever felt like sending me anything, just be aware that shipping to the Philippines is hell. First class mail, go for it. Priority mail, yeah. Make sure that box is real small. I know people have been requesting it for a while, so yeah, there it is. But don't send me any letter bombs, especially considering the context of this next post. Where Portia Africa says, a guy I know is commenting on my daughter's body. How she's well built and curvy, etc. She's 2 years old. Put that guy against get him on a list first, but then we put him against the wall after we round up the people on the list, you know? Holy shit! That is terrifying! And she says, yeah, I got scared. I cut him out of my life and people are saying I'm overreacting. Dude, cut those people out too. That's gross. Mother's instinct's strong. I'm saying run with it. She was wearing a t-shirt with no panties, and he said, why is she running around naked? Does she want to impress me with her curves? Etc. Oh, God.
911. Officer, right there. FBI, come on in,
That's some of that deep cringe, dude. Oh, yeah, that hurts real bad. And he continued complimenting her. She had just gone potty, hence the nakedness. Where's Dad? Can Dad take this guy out back and just make sure that he's not a problem anymore? This is beyond Neckbeard. I've known some fine Neckbeards. This guy's just a walking disaster. Definitely stick to your guns here. What the hell? Other people out here trying to tell me what I should feel about comments on my kid? No. It's my fucking rule, so fall in line or get to stepping. Oh, God. And that brings us into something with a very similar context. And that is Boogie2988. We've done streams on him. We had to stop because he enjoys being made a spectacle of. That's how he succeeds. Can we let him just die in silence now? Anyway, it's a picture with his legally 21 but very underage looking girlfriend. And he says,
"We out here celebrating her 21st a couple days early. Go to her Insta and wish her a happy birthday."
And then somebody does the math on all of this and quote tweets and said, she was 3 when you started YouTube. And Boogie says,
"She was negative 2000 when Christ was born, but she still let him inside of her."
Oh yeah, solid argument there, you know? Age gap relationships, power dynamic stuff, it always makes me viscerally uncomfortable, okay? And this is like on a large scale platform. She's going to suffer the repercussions of dating this man for the rest of her life. And she made that choice before her prefrontal cortex was fully even formed, trace amounts of science. Yeah, I hate it. It's a train wreck in slow motion, but also, what can you do? People make choices. It's fine. She'll justify it to herself. It'll all turn out fine. As a matter of fact, it turned out so fine that this post has been deleted. Got him. Here's a comic about some euphoric atheist neckbeards. One kicks in the door, boom!
"Guys, guess what? I convinced my mom God isn't real. Woohoo! Yeah! Score one for atheism."
And then the mom's on the kitchen floor just... "Look at what you've created. Look at what he's become." Or maybe she's just staring into the endless blank void of our extremely semi-permanent existence. Truth is, doesn't matter what you believe, as long as you're having a good time while you're here, not hurting anybody else while you're doing it. This neckbeard hurt his mom, and that's never okay. And that also kind of segues neatly into our next post. It's a 4chan sort of green text, and it seems like somebody's running e-girl through dignif.ai. So on the left, you got tattoos and garters, and on the right, you have a creepy baby with a full set of teeth. And what it is versus what it could have been. Why is this picture so brutal? Because you're imagining that that's your baby, Anon. That's really the long and short of it. It doesn't matter what she wants for her life. You're like, you're not having babies. You're not doing it correctly. And I think having babies can be really cool. But only if the parents are ready. Only if they're wanted and loved and respected as their own tiny little human beings. This girl, yeah, she got other things. Trust me, she's not ready for a child. She is a child. You're taking a picture of yourself in your underwear with your middle fingers up. Like, that's cool. And I guess it would have been when I was 16, but yeah. We're grown-ups now. You're 20, you're pushing 30, okay? It's time to pull it together, maybe. Can you imagine the hellspawn Jaden or Brayden that this girl would quote-unquote raise? Yeah, forget about it, man. Some boxes are best left closed. And I mean that in a literal as well as a metaphorical sense. Oh boy, AI to save the incels. Anti-fem AU. Elon Musk is now working on robo-wives. This will be a huge game changer and make women obsolete. He'll completely solve the dating crisis for men in the West. Western women will be pissed. Picture it never happened. Robot wives coming soon. Hope feminists are happy. Should have stayed in the kitchen. And then badly generated AI images of Elon Musk kissing a robot girl. All of those are terrible. A computer imagined a picture of it and now it's gonna happen. Oh, are you sure? Like, the thing that a robo-wife is never really going to be, like, imagine the best possible robot that you could.
Genetic compiler, incubation chamber. Yep, this here's some kind of baby maker.
But there's still no spark of humanity. There's no creative ideas, the input and the bounce back that I depend on my wife so much for. It would never be a satisfying relationship. If you're looking for a domestic live-in robo-maid, sure, I guess it'll serve. But if you ever want to have an equal partnership, that's impossible with a robot. Literally impossible. Maybe at some point they could learn to fake it pretty good, but no. It's always a pre-programmed set of responses. But sure, if that's what you're looking for, and a place to dump your coom, go for it.
Oh good, We haven't been getting our recommended daily allowance.
Like, see here, this next post, this is a guy that should get a robot wife. Preferably that looks like a sister, I guess. He says, "Hey, my sister's thinking about getting her nips pierced. I know you're not photoshopped, so is she allowed to see yours? I'm for real just gonna hand her my phone. She won't let me see," crying, laughing. "I just offered because I'm taking her, and she's complaining about how all these model photos are fake AF, Lamau. It doesn't affect me either way. It's just up yo you. I don't care. I just told her I know some females who have them, and I could try." Yeah, certainly trying. He really thought this smoke screen would work. His devious plan. It is so ludicrous. She'd respect you more if you just asked and be like, "Hey, I want to see him though. Could I see him though?" The few times I tried it, it worked. Although I also, inferred the proper time to ask. Maybe just go to Mardi Gras, throw some beads around. You could have your fill. Is it even a thing people still do? Probably it is. And probably it sucks a lot more than it did a couple decades ago. Anyway, here's one from r/antiwork.
My parents are kicking me, 33 male, out with no income. What should I do?
I mean, you're 33, dude. It's not too late to join the military, as far as I'm aware. And that seems like about your last chance. If you're not, insanely overweight. If they'll even accept you. And I don't know how to fix this for you. Apparently your own parents don't know how to fix it. It's all up to you. And you have failed spectacularly thus far. I think this is the dad talking to him, and he says, "Interview at Walmart next week. Your mom and I are worried for you. You got no friends, no job. You haven't been on a date in years. You can't stay cooped up in the basement playing video games your whole life. I'm sorry, but I can't work at Walmart. I got tested a few days ago, and my IQ's in the top 1%. I have a plan. Please trust me. If money's the problem, I can start chipping in after I cash out my crypto next year." And then he sends the results of his IQ test. Oh yeah, we're totally gonna cash the crypto out next year. It's probably peak of the market, right? This is insanity. You need to make life happen for yourself. Do you think he's actually a genius IQ that can't fit in with society? Or did he download the IQ test answers somewhere and just pop those in there? I did take this test recently. My IQ, 107. 107. I think last time Ramtide took it, he got like a 112. But yeah, IQ don't mean anything. It's how you make moves in life. I'm sure you got some really cool strategies for Factorio, but now it's time to, get on your bike and shit, right? You can work at Walmart. You must, all right? Otherwise, eviction notice. You could go live at the county jail. You've been here basically twice as long as you were supposed to. I just can't do it no more. All right? We want to retire. We want to go cruise around the Med, And his parents can't because there's a man baby at home. Do you think this is just par for the course at r/antiwork? It's largely what I imagine. I remember one of their mods went on Fox News or something and got absolutely BTFO'd. We should watch that one of these days. But that day is not today. We'll move along. 0HP Lovecraft on Twitter says,
"Anime's brilliant because they portray women as being mentally the same as children, which they are. This way of writing and thinking has been totally lost by Western writers."
How many women do you think this guy actually knows, in real life? He's talking to a bunch of other angry dudes on Twitter that gas him up, and he's like, "Yeah, I should say this. This sounds really smart." Nah, sounds super weird, actually. Why do they need to be mentally the same as small children? Because you're terrified of having somebody that might actually challenge you mentally in some type of way? Well, let me tell you, you don't need any help with that. You're already quite challenged. Whatever, cool. Great shitpost. Make sure you keep paying for that verified check mark. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same. Hey, follow me over on Twix, whatever that thing's called now. My username's @DaytonDoes, but you know, I'm actually the ReddX guy, for the most part, for now, until other things happen. Oh, Lord, here's Steven Crowder coming through, and Scroder asks,
How is it that every time I start talking to a woman on the street, she almost immediately runs into a male friend or cousin, and the man always look kinda confused at first and then kinda size me up before offering to walk her to her car?
are you not putting two and two together? Are you legitimately asking for advice, or is this your way of coming out and saying, hey, woman, find me creepy, for the most part? Did he, like, yell at his wife or something? I think I saw that in passing over on the Twitter. So cool, yeah, congratulations on your public divorce. I'm sure eventually you'll approach a woman who's ugly enough that men don't want to step in and help her. Damn. It's firebomb for no reason. I don't know why. It's just the mood I've been in lately, you know? That's fine. Feed me more hate fuel. To all the pathetic, lurking, cartoon map enjoyers here, this is what that means when directly translated into English from multiple Japanese dictionaries and online translators. Don't know, don't care. It has the meaning that is ascribed to it. Somebody steps in and says,
Wrong, kid. Sexual attraction to drawn or animated prepubescent girls, not always in that manner. And before you go around calling me a PDF file, I'm actually a Naruto file. I'm attracted to dirty words, and that is a dirty word.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Now never talk to me again. And the conversation's over, just like that. Here's a man laying awake next to his body pillow, and his body pillow says, I wonder if he's out thinking of other pillows, but he's actually thinking,
if I go to sleep, who will defend Elon Musk online?
Yes. Should I delete my account, I will abide by the results of this poll. Oh wait, actually never mind. Hilarious. Hey, here's a green text one, everybody's favorite. Be me, 13 years old. Mom's friend comes over to my house with her 15 or 16-year-old daughter. Beautiful, petite girl. Fall in love instantly. While our mother's talking in the living room, we play in my Xbox all day. It's not actually an Xbox, it's just what he calls his room. Milady, welcome to my Xbox. She loves Tekken and Call of Duty Ghosts. I play that COD game just for her. She even helps me with homework sometimes. Literal ASMR when she explains things to me in a sweet manner. Well, it sounds great. You are actually building a human connection here. But inevitably, OP's gonna make it weird. Or anon, I guess. 2 months pass by and she gets a boyfriend. Here we go. Literal fat guy with a beard she met at some party. Get angry as hell. Don't talk to her again. Start hanging out more with my friends to play football. Well, she comes home cause I don't want to see her. Still in love though. You know the difference between you and the fat guy with the beard? He asked her. You might have stood a chance. You actually had some rapport going. But now you're just gonna get salty and burn it all down, ain't ya? Year later, leave my city because of Dad's work. Time goes by and completely forget about her. Fast forward 3 months ago, come back to my old city because of college and stay with my grandma. Go out to the park for a walk and see her again. She's still beautiful as hell. Even more than before, I would say. She sees me and waves at me while calling my name. We start talking, and I find out she's with that same guy from 10 years ago. Don't really give much importance to it. Spend 2 hours or so talking. We literally would have talked a lot more if it wasn't for the time. We say goodbye and she hugs me. Literal 10 seconds hug. That is a long hug. Check her socials. The guy still looks almost the same as I remember him, just a different hairstyle. I honestly love how much this is eating you up inside. Adon asks, why, bros? Why is such a ugly dude with such a preciosity? What does she see in him? We literally share so many things in common, and it's so easy to talk to her. She's nerdy, pretty, and very friendly. Literal 1 in a million. It's like she's doing philanthropy for a guy that doesn't have a chance in the dating life. Like, I'm not a 10, but I take care of myself, and I'm fairly good looking. I don't care if I make harm. I'm going all in with her. Wish me luck. Yeah, good luck. I mean, you probably should have pulled the trigger a decade ago, but, good luck. Like, you might revere her as some benevolent angel. Maybe it was because of the 3-year age gap. 13 and 16 is pretty different. But yeah, once you start heading towards the 30s, all that stuff, it doesn't matter so much anymore. Unfortunately, maybe just wrong time, wrong place. Is OP better for her than the dude with the beard? Well, obviously not, because he's fat, right, guys? No, he seems like a decent dude. He's been good to her. She might end up going with a non, but yeah, probably not after 10 years of not talking. All he's gonna do is confirm for her that he's a creep, and then we can just not talk anymore ever. This one's been passed around the Discord and my Twitter DMs a couple of times, and it is sort of related to the police body cam footage that we're doing, at least semi-sporadically doing. So yes, you might be uncomfortable with this subject matter. Basically, a very beardy dude goes on rambling and then charges a cop with a katana and ends up having a weapon discharged into him, to put it about as lightly as I can. Uh-oh, looks like our little police cam video got us demonetized, so quick edit to say that now that's over on Patreon and also here for the YouTube members. So if you want to see the full version of this video, it's the only way I can do it. Sorry, not sorry, please sign up. On with the show. Let's move on to something a bit lighter, I suppose. Or probably not, considering the subject that we deal with. It all depends on the lens that you look at it through, you know? Here's one titled, "Woman Called Me Creepy." Oh no. Maybe take that into account next time you decide to stalk somebody. I hit on someone at the grocery, just trying to be nice, and told her her outfit was nice. We had a little back and forth, and I asked for her number, and she said I'm too old. I asked her how old she was, and she said 19. I told her I'm only 30-ish, and she started laughing and told me there's probably a reason I can't get someone my own age, which is silly as fuck, and I told her so. Honestly, it sounds like she's spitting truth, you know? How many relationships have you had in the past? How much experience do you have coexisting alongside another human being? Not enough. And then also, dude, to date a 19-year-old at 30-ish, do you know how over I am with all this teenage bullshit? I don't want to listen to another Kendrick Lamar song. We're putting on Biggie. We play Biggie in this car. I told her if I want kids, dating younger is my only choice. She said she had her tubes tied. Most likely BS. No one would let a woman make that choice on her own that age and doesn't want them. So what you're positing here is that she's not old enough to decide her own bodily autonomy. She's too young. She can't make her own choices unless that choice is to date you. In which case, what a great choice you've made. Surely this won't start a downward spiral of any kind. I told her we could just have some fun and get to know each other, and she said she's going back to her dorm with a lot of attitude and yelling the last part. I feel like shit. Like women just enjoy crapping on guys these days for fun. Now you gotta pay extra for that. He probably would. It's the terrifying part. I think she, did rather well. Engaged you in conversation when she didn't have to at all. She didn't brush you off 100%. I don't know what more you could ask, honestly. Except for her to date you, I guess. But that shit ain't happening. You go ahead and put that out of your mind right now. All this self-pity going on at 30-ish? Come on, pull it together. A 19-year-old isn't gonna fix this shit for you, okay? Do you get that? He doesn't. Anyway, here's one found in the wild on r/Monash. Why are Japanese girls so hard to talk to? Because they speak Japanese, bro. Konnichiwa! Sex 大好きです! There's also like an entire cultural divide. Even if you do speak enough of the language between the two of you, there's always going to be a huge cultural divide. And maybe you learn to accept or embrace that. Or maybe, if you're like this guy, you blame the other person for being born in the place that they were born. The place which you fetishize, but then you go there and you're like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. I'm sure he's another media poison coonbraid, but I guess we'll see.
Why are Japanese girls so hard to talk to? I'm polite. Each time I approach one, I say, konnichiwa. I always ask them about their favorite anime before talking about my waifu.
Dude, this has to be satire. What are you talking about?
They're usually really shy, which is cute in my opinion, but I hate that I have to be the one to constantly engage in conversations with them, and how they usually get disinterested because I'm a white guy.
I don't know, dude. In my experience, Japanese chicks are pretty into white guys. Maybe it's your personality that's off-putting. They look at you and they're like, yeah, otaku. It's not a good thing. They don't find that endearing. Most Japanese people like it when you're a member of society, a cog in the machine performing your function. And a lot of neckbeards, and hell, even Americans in general, they don't quite vibe with that. Like I said, different culture. Anyway, the horror continues.
Yeah, I get that it's awkward because of things like Pearl Harbor, but I don't hold it against them.
Oh, yeah. We'll just blame Pearl Harbor. That must be it.
They weren't in Unit 731, so why judge them for it? Why can't the Hebes just realize that I respect Japanese culture and that I really want to be a part of it?
I don't know what the Heims is or what it is a typo for, but I'm gonna break you some really tough news right now. You'll never be a part of Japanese culture. You can speak Japanese, you can hold a Japanese job, but you'll never truly be one of them. A bit insular, a bit xenophobic, also exceedingly based, in my opinion. When I was in Japan, they had those Japanese-only clubs. Doesn't matter if you can speak Japanese, you ain't getting in there. You don't look the part, got it? I think every race, color, and creed should have the ability to do the same. Whatever, OP continues.
I'm willing to marry a Japanese woman, adopt Japanese children, and even live in Japan for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I don't think they want you there. Honestly. What are you going to be adding? The standards for immigration in Japan are crazy high, just so you know.
Hell, I'm even learning the language by watching undubbed anime. Plus, I cook a mean bowl of rice. For those who don't know, Japanese eat a lot of rice.
You don't say.
I do too. My mom says that I act like a Japanese person because of all the rice I eat and the anime I watch.
This is absolutely sugoi.
This is satire. It has to be satire. I refuse to believe that a human being sat down and wrote this sincerely. What the fuck? No. All of this, what you said? No. I think you broke my brain, dude. I think I'm good for the day. Like, comment, sub if you enjoyed the video. I hope you sign up on Patreon. I really would appreciate that, just in case the YouTube something happens, you know? I will continue uploading over there. If you like more true crime stuff, that's what I'm linking on the end card. Please do click on through. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye.